now.
Hello world, welcome to Miss World Facebook Live. My name is Frankie Chenna and thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching, please share the video, like our channels, Instagram at Miss World and Snapchat at Miss World LTD. I'm here with 4 contestants, Antigua and Barbuda, England, Jamaica, and Bulgaria, who are going to tell us a bit more about their journeys thus far. Tonight we'll be dividing the chat into 4 different segments. We have our daily recap, our speed round, our question and answer period, where you can post questions for the women and we're going to ask one of them live on air. So please think of your questions, start writing them now, and we're going to have one question passed over from the audience and we're going to ask you guys that live on air tonight. So please, please, please post your questions right now. So let's get right into things with first the introduction. So please state your country, say hello to the people, to your fans at home.
Hello world, it's Letitia Green representing the Twin Island state, the gems of the Caribbean, Antigua and Barbuda, where the beach is just the beginning.
Perfect.
Hi world, I know England you're quite asleep right now, but those who are awake, I'm Elizabeth and I'm representing England.
Hello world, I'm Ashley Barrett representing the biggest little dot in the world, Jamaica. Pleased to be here.
Hi, well, I'm Bulgarian, probably most of the people there are asleep as well, but I'm representing one of the small but really beautiful European countries, Bulgaria.
And it's okay if they're sleeping because the Facebook Live video will be up forever. So they can watch it tomorrow. So they are all still watching. So we're going to start off with a daily recap. So basically the Miss World contestants today went to the Gaylord Convention Center to meet students of the Dream Academy. Young people who are from underprivileged families, and you guys got to connect with them in such amazing ways. I'd rather you explain it. So Antigua and Barbuda, can you please start us off?
Of course I can. I actually had an amazing day today. It was very touching. I probably think it's the best day we've had at the Miss World competition in Washington. The Gaylord Convention Center is huge, it's massive, but it's gorgeous decorated with Christmas decorations. But the highlight of the day was the Dream Academy, the children between the ages of 8 to 16. There was one kid who was trying to convince us he was 18 though, which was pretty funny, but we got to play games with them, got to learn a bit more about them, and there's one particular girl who stood out to me, and I'm going to call her Special K, just to keep her name confidential, and I'm going to say she's going to be the president one day. She is convinced that she wants to be the president of the United States. She is going to do it, but she also wants to play basketball. So she's like, how am I going to juggle it? So just keep that as your hobby. You can do it. So be the first female president of the United States. But it was
And you have
good.
something to show us from the
do.
kids as well?
They drew a portrait of me. I think they're the next Picasso. You ready for this? Okay, so there's an orange one and there's a blue one.
Sure.
There you
Show
go.
it right to camera.
Oh,
Wait, that's just like my drawing.
that's me and that's me upgraded. Hi guys.
Very nice. Okay, England, how was it? Tell us the highlights of the day.
Oh god, there's so many highlights of today. It was just incredible from start to finish. There was a few games that we had to play with the children, and there's about 100 of them that came in, and with 130 girls from all around the country, that's going to be quite overwhelming. So we kind of had to break it down. There was a bit of awkwardness at first, but as soon as we kind of had the chat and we sat down and we talked, it was just fun and games all the way. We did play a new game called Cat and Mouse with a little girl as well, and anybody who does know me, I am very, very competitive, so to play this game with her, who was just as equally as competitive, was so much fun. However, I do have to say I did lose this game. So I have to proudly say that, but it was a proud loss because she did defeat me very well, so I'll give her that. But I was just hot and sweaty running around, but it was just so brilliant. They were just tagging me here, there and everywhere to play games, and I'm a big kid at heart, so that was just incredible for me.
Well, if you want to learn to play cat and mouse, check out Miss England's Facebook page and she will tell you all about that.
I'll brief you all.
Jamaica, highlight for the day for you?
Well, a highlight for me was meeting some kids from Baltimore. I sat with them for lunch because after we played games, we sat with them as well to, catch up some more, to eat, and they taught me some slang from Baltimore, and I learned quite a bit from them as much as they learned from me, because I try to encourage them, it's very important that they understand their potential and follow their dreams, and they in return taught me, a lot of cool slangs So I think one is big sis.
Big sis.
Yeah. So whenever you're talking to someone that's a close friend of yours, say big sis. So you could say, hey, Miss England, go get that cup of tea, big sis. Yeah. And I was just so fascinated by, once again, how our cultures differ, but how at the end of the day, the simplest of things can make us one. And that was definitely one of the many highlights of my day today.
Absolutely. Bulgaria?
It was really emotional and challenging for me because we've planned a well-prepared, set of ice-breaking games, me and my group. So we started with all this plan. However, there were a few kids that were more shy, and it was more challenging to take them in. And one of them needed more special attention. Very artistic kid. It took me 2 hours to start talking to him, and he drew me a picture and seeing how he sees me. So I'm up to an extent proud of what I managed to do today, because it was really emotional. He just refused to communicate with the rest of the people, and it took me some time. So I can't say it was funny, but it was moving. I was impressed.
And no, you guys did amazing to take these kids who were shy and nervous, some of them, and to just transform them all into happy, wonderful children was so cool to watch. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So that's the daily recap. We're going to move into the next segment of our Facebook Live, the speed round. So I'm going to ask a question, and you're going to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Wow.
Bulgaria, we'll start with you.
Good luck.
Okay. Which Miss World contestant so far is the joker of the group?
Oh, Miss Mexico.
Absolutely.
Okay.
100% baby, you are a star. You're number one in that. You cannot be beaten by far. Anyone.
Okay, Jamaica. Who
Miss Slovakia, I love her energy and her spirit, and there's never a dull moment with Miss Slovakia. She's amazing and really funny.
England.
Miss Scotland, straight away, she's just quick-witted and she's just witty at everything. Dark humour, which is quite good.
Dark.
And Antigua Barbuda.
I'm gonna go with England.
I think you haven't spent
Yes,
much
I-
time with Miss Mexico.
That might be it. Different group.
Different
Just
groups.
because they're different groups.
Yes, remember the contestants are combined into 3 different groups, so they have different teams, different roommates, and they have different experiences with different contestants. Okay, speed round number 2. Which contestant is most likely to save the world? Antigua and Barbuda, you're first.
We're all going to save the world. I think so. One by one, we're going to do it together, and that's what we're here to do.
Perfect. England.
I'm following suit. I think that everybody has their own way to save the world here. We all have our own agenda. I think it's perfect to do it so.
Jamaica.
I'm sorry, I have to say this. I have to say we all, no, seriously though, on a serious note,
it's
we
okay.
all have the potential to save the world. I mean, each and every one of us have come here with a beauty, with a purpose, and each and every one of us have an amazing opportunity to make a great difference, I mean, in whatever way we choose. And I really do believe that we're all capable of changing the world. I have to say, I agree with my 2 contestants.
Bulgaria, will we go
We're all
4
gonna
for
change the
4
world.
for 4 with your answer?
Yeah, I don't think we're capable to save the world, but each of us has chosen some worthy cause. So I hope on the Beauty with a Purpose we'll all do well. I cannot say because I haven't seen the other projects yet.
Okay, well, excellent, good answer. That will conclude our speed round for now. And again, you guys, we are testing new technologies. We're in a new venue tonight for our Facebook Live with lighting and multiple cameras. And now we're going to go to our next new segment, which is the Facebook Live question by our producers have been looking for the questions, and they are not ready yet. Okay, so we're still looking for a question. So come on, it's a new segment. We need a question. Final speed round. Back to the speed round. No explanations for this one, okay?
Okay.
Who is the teacher's pet?
That's interesting.
Pass. I pass.
The contestant maybe who's always on time, always raising their hand, always asking questions. Teacher's pet.
Miss Jamaica. I'm
You can't say
We
yes.
have a strict team leader, so we're
Oh,
all
so you're all teacher's pets.
You're team white?
Time,
Team
or
white?
you get in trouble.
Are you
Okay.
team white?
I'm blue.
All
white.
red,
Yeah.
red team,
White.
sorry. I'm so sorry.
You get on time
Red,
or you
white,
get in
blue.
trouble. That's it.
Red.
Same hair.
Got this.
I'm standing hard by Team White. We're awesome. You're in white.
That's
But
okay.
red
Red
at heart, literally.
What if you only had to wear your team colors for the whole competition? Could you find that menu?
Oh my gosh, my favorite color is red.
Yes, red suits me
Most
so well, so
definitely.
I'd be so happy.
My favorite color
So
is.
that will be absolutely
Okay, so
fine
maybe
with me.
next year we'll
Yeah.
make the
That is
contestants
such a good idea.
only come in their
That
color.
is true. And a fun fact
Thank
about
you.
me is my favorite shade is white, and my last name is white as well. Ashley Victoria White Barrett.
Oh.
So I'm a white fan, and I'm in group white. So, I think I'm
It was a meant to be
I could be
moment.
white all the time. I could do it.
Very, very meant to be moment. Let's don't look, don't cheat. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, this is a really good question. Thank you. Thank you, producers, and thank you, fans. Okay, so this question is from an unknown observer, but it's a good one. So, will you be frustrated if you don't make it into the top 20? Antigua, Barbuda, we'll start with you.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have that slight bit of frustration, of course, because I know I'm going to put my best foot forward. But I'm not going to let that deter the experience I'm having here, because we're all here to experience something life-changing, which we already have experienced. So it's not going to be a negative frustration. It's going to be a frustration where just do better next time and inspire some more.
England?
I think it's a really good question, not one that I've heard before. However, I know that I wouldn't be frustrated because I know there's 129 other girls in this competition who have worked equally hard and obviously harder to be in the top 20, so I think it's just much more deserved. I'll be on the sideline cheering them all on.
I wouldn't say frustrated. I'd probably say a little disappointed. But at the end of the day, as mentioned before by Miss Antigua Barbuda, we're all here for an experience, and we're all here to make our own marks. And I believe that once that is accomplished and that is achieved, that I'll be satisfied with myself and I'll be proud of myself. And I know that I have a beautiful country and family back home cheering me on no matter what. So that in itself gives me the motivation I need, even after if I don't end up in top 20 or top 10 or top 5.
Bulgaria?
I need to move on.
Will frustration be the
No,
word
not
you use?
so. Like I know I did everything I could possibly do in terms of prep, but no frustration whatsoever. I'm not even, I didn't even think for a top 20. I'm just going for the participation. I did best prep, but that's it. I don't have
Excellent.
expectations.
Producers, do we have time for one more question, or are we do? Okay, one more question. And again, these are excellent questions, so thank you guys so much. This one again, we're gonna do more speed round, so less explanations, although it's wonderful. Who's your favorite former Miss World?
Lisa Hannah,
From?
I have to say, from Jamaica.
Of course.
I mean,
Okay.
she has made marks outside of Miss World. I mean, even in our country, she's become definitely one of the best role models to young women, as well as she works within the government, and she has been making a significant impact. She's carried beauty with a purpose throughout her entire life, and that in itself is phenomenal.
Any
So
others?
Lisa Hannah has been my favorite Miss World.
Anyone else?
Rolling Strauss.
Rolene, okay.
Personally, just a quick explanation. I think she has like a Princess Diana type feel to her, and you know she was 2014 and she's now still acting like a Miss World. I think she's absolutely precious.
Shout out to Rolene. She's looking wonderful with her baby bump.
Indeed.
So I'm gonna play teacher's pet right now and say Kimberly is my best Miss World. Yeah,
Totally.
she's great. She's very inspiring to the red team right now, and she does drive us to do better. And I'm sure England can agree with that. She is a bit calm, and she does make sure we're on time, 15 minutes earlier than the scheduled time. So she has been a great inspiration. And I am also an island girl, so Lisa, she is great.
See what I
She
mean?
is great.
And Bulgaria?
Very good question, but Roland is my zodiac sign, so I should say Roland.
Ah, very cool. Okay, well,
Marvelous.
Tristan, and thank you so much for that question. You guys, we love this segment. We're going to do it every single night. We have more questions. They're so good, but that's all we have time for. So remember to please follow at Miss World on Instagram, at Miss World LTD on Snapchat. Share this video, like the page, all of these good things. You guys have been amazing. This new setup is really, really working very well. So that is all for now. Good night, world. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Got one love.
Bye.